Hello everybody and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream. This is Educating Ed, the community live stream, all about the prominent community groups that take up all the wonderful Elite Dangerous galaxy space. Today I will be joined by the Buckyball Racing Club, and those guys will be testing me to see if I can join their ranks. It's all up to you guys at the end of the stream as well, of course. You'll get to decide whether I'm allowed to join or not. You'll be able to you'll see what I do throughout the stream, and you can write in the chat at the end, hired or fired. So it's all down to you guys. But I'm sorry about the slight delay there. There just wasn't enough time to get my hair ready. So I do apologise for the time that it took there to get that ready in time. So I could easily blame YouTube and stuff and say that it was an explicit bug, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say that it was all to do with me, so there you go. So without further ado, because of that 5-minute wasted time there right at the start, I think we should probably introduce some of the guests that we're going to have with us today. Yes, Ed the Floating Head. This is not a green jumper. This is in fact just a very dark, Elite Dangerous jumper here. But it is a lovely jumper, and you should check it out on frontierstore.net. Yes, go there now. Buy the Elite Dangerous jumper. I'd like to just look like a floating head. It's been a long day, and you're all here to see the end of it. So, without further ado, I'm going to unmute the system speakers and bring in our guest from the Buckyball Racing Club, the wonderful, the incredible, the always amazing, delightful, speedy. Any other adjectives, Drakir?
No, I think that'll cover it for now. Thank you very much.
That'll cover it for now. Drakir, punctual as well, I think is the other one as well. He was getting a little upset earlier. He was throwing things around, smashing the place up, saying, "This isn't good enough, Galactic Intern. You are going to be fired by the end of this one." So, how are you today, Drakir?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
Well, I've got a little bit of a cold, but it just adds to the sultriness of my voice, if you can hear. A little tiny bit of a bassiness. That's because I've got a rotten cold, but don't worry, colds cannot be passed down the internet yet. As soon as they are, I'm sure that the government will work out a way to use that against the people. But for now, we're safe. I keep forgetting this isn't the ESS stream. I don't need to put on my tinfoil hat. So Drakir, I'm sorry for being silly. I'm already feeling silly around this one. Thank you everybody in chat for joining us. It's really, really cool to see all the regulars come back and say hi again. After last week's, I'm not surprised that you're here again, to be honest, because it was the most insane, crazy thing that I've ever been part of. Just call me Wendy. I've already had a Lemsip today, thank you very much. I've had 2, and I think I had them too close a time together, because you're supposed to leave 4 hours for a Lemsip. Any Drakir, are you familiar with Lemsip etiquette?
To be honest, I don't tend to avoid Lemsip myself. Find it fairly yucky. But anyway, never mind.
Well, I thought this was a nice way to make you feel comfortable about joining us on the stream. It's me to talk about silly things like that. So I'm very sorry. Let's get back on track, learning things. So I'm of course waiting in my docking bay with my ship that I have accidentally zoomed in on because the controller was turned away for a while. So I do apologise. Let's get out of the floor there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Nobody saw that. Yes. So tell us, what do you have in store for me today?
So what we have in store for you today is that we are going to get you to ultimately participate in our current race. By the end of this stream, you will have your own position on the leaderboard of the race that we have on at the moment. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to spend the first half of the stream or so giving you a bit of practice, teaching you about some of the sort of key elements that make that up. Fantastic. And then the second half, we'll have you running the race.
So tell us a little bit about, before we begin, a little bit about the Buckyball Racers. You guys, the Buckyball Racers, for people who don't know, have been around, I think, since the very, very beginning, arranging these massive races. I remember when you had the pill-shaped area of play back in beta days, that you guys were arranging from one side of the pill to the other. Then, of course, things just escalated from there. I don't know if you want to talk through a little bit of the history before we begin.
Yeah, so I mean the Buckyball runs, which started this all. The Buckyball runs were created by Commander Electric Z, who unfortunately due to time zones was not able to join us tonight. But he started the Buckyball runs, as you say. They were back in beta, so I think it was about August last year that the runs started. And there were the first 5 Buckyball runs were during the beta, and then we got on to Buckyball Run 6, Buckyball Run 7, etc. Were actually during the start of the in the live game.
Yeah.
And Easy, if you go and read some of the threads from the time, you'll see that he has his own inimitable style of commentary, which helps to foster that. And we found ourselves very much forming a bit of a group around of people who are enjoying this, and with the shared experiences and the chances to keep bumping onto each other on the racecourse was very much good fun.
Yeah. It's... Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, go on. So originally it was all just Electric Z running these races every so often, and then they got to a point in the middle of this year when he was sort of working up to the next one, what was going to be Buckyball Run 8, where where Easy then had something come up which meant that he said that actually that he was going to have to put that on indefinite hold, that there was something that means he was going to be away from the game for a while, and so a group of us who were involved in the races decided that we weren't going to hang around and just wait. We would see about setting up some races for ourselves.
Awesome.
And that's what officially formed the Buckyball Racing Club as it is. And so far we have now run, if I remember rightly, I think this is our 6th official race, counting the A-Star Challenge, which we took over from the Buckyball Run, and we've got plenty more planned.
That's fantastic. That's really, really good. Why is it that you decided that you wanted to devote so much time to Elite Dangerous and to this style of play? I mean, obviously you can't really talk about the exact foundation of things like you just mentioned, but the Buckyball idea, it obviously comes from the God, my mind is at a loss. Is it the racing? The American racing sort of league.
Yeah, so it's all based upon the Cannonball Run.
Cannonball
which is the cross US run was part of the original idea, and I think people just if you're going to have a game where you're flying in a spaceship, people like just being able to race around in them. And the key difference that we have, obviously the Elite Race has got a lot of attention because you've got got shots of loads of ships flying at once out of a station.
Yeah.
What we do is slightly different in that it's actually, the races are on for a period of time, normally for a week or two, and people can race at any time during that. So there's no limitations. There's no you need to turn up at this place at this time. You can do it whenever you like.
Yeah.
And also, because it's run for a week, you can run it multiple times. So you can have multiple goes, and part of the fun is on trying to beat your own time.
Yeah, so what is it that appeals, other than that, obviously that idea of that self-improvement and things like that, what is it, what else is sort of appeals to you about these long distance runs rather than the shorter ones that maybe others will have seen in the previous episode of this, for example?
Yeah, well, to be honest, we do a mixture of long distance and short distance, but we very much tend to do things between systems, the chance to actually jump around, the actual chance to do a bit of super cruise, do a bit of the fast docking. The fast docking and undocking itself is good fun. Normally leads to quite a few crashes generally when people generally leads to complaints about the stations putting their walls in the wrong place.
I was going to say, people who've seen these streams the last few weeks, I'll probably be using a few of those excuses myself by the end of this.
That one is a Buckyball classic, definitely. The station putting the walls in the wrong place.
I will remember this. I also just want to say as well, somebody in the chat, it's Osric42, of course, he's one of you guys, am I right?
Indeed, yes.
Osric is always here, always watching every week on the stream, and just wanted to say a really big, apparently he's struggling to get in the game at the moment for some reason or other, because he was going to be flying with us tonight, and I think it's a real shame, because we'd have loved to have flown with Osric, but I'm sure we can bring you back for a future instance of educating Ed or something that we could do in the live stream. But, Osric, nice to see you in the chat, thanks for being here. So should we, I'm sure that there's loads that you can talk about and loads of questions that people have in the chat about how to join in and things. Oh, before we begin, not going too far over that, I want to say, where can people go to find out more about you before we start?
Key place to look is buckyballracing.org.uk. That has links to our past races, our current races, etc. The actual race threads themselves you'll actually find on the Frontier forums in the community events section. But if you go to buckyballracing.org.uk, that's got all the links. It's got various links to various videos. It's got past races, current races, future races. All the details are on there.
Yeah, and you of course do a fantastic thing for those who win those races or take part in them as well. Is that right? I don't know if you've carried on the same tradition as the old one.
There's been a variety. I think the Buckyball Run A Star, which became the A Star Challenge, I think is famous because that's the race to the core of the galaxy. It's very much the
Yeah.
endurance race, the sequence. And there was a period when Electric Z was actually providing those of us who completed it with our very own bumper stickers.
And they were so lovely. I remember seeing those in the forums and on Reddit.
Yeah,
It's one of the groups that when I began such a long feels like such a long time ago now. When I began doing work community management just on my own before Zach was started, before Brett had started, before Dale had started, I remember seeing all of these being thrown about on Reddit and thrown about on the forums. The Buckyball, just thinking, okay, this community is incredible and bizarre, and I cannot wait to get stuck in. And it's taken me about a year, but I'm finally getting there.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on. Were you going to say something?
I was going to say on which note we probably ought to get towards the practice. So.
Sorry, we should do that, yeah, because I like to talk. But here, just before we do begin, I'm holding up the mug that you have so kindly provided to me, the Buckyball Racing Club mug, which is really lovely. I do like the ones that have the sort of the logo on the front.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, and well, also the special thing about the mug is that you should be aware that is actually a prototype. As of right now, there is only one. That's it.
Wow! No, I like that. Don't make any more.
Exactly, and unfortunately we didn't realise that Ed starts in the morning a bit late. Otherwise, he would have been in time to see our special courier turn up with the. With the hand delivery this morning.
Thanks for dobbing me in on stream about being late to the party and being late to work this morning. If I wasn't late to work,
I did say it was late. It's regular late.
It was regular late. Yeah, on days like this when I'm in the office still right now.
Indeed, fair enough.
No, it's great. It's a pleasure. I love being here. This is me. I'm playing video games in front of people that I love. So anyway, right? Okay. So people might have noticed on the screen that I have right here. This thing here is a countdown timer. Of course, a count up timer, should I say?
Yes.
As you can see, it started there, but I'm going to obviously stop and start it properly when I do my actual run. But for now, it will be there just in front of my face saying 0 seconds constantly. So that's what that is there.
Yeah.
You take it away. I am the intern from now on, and it is up to you to take me on and teach me the way of the world. People who have watched this previously will know that I have a lot to learn, and you're going to be taking me step by step. We've got a couple of videos to watch, so take it away. Oh, do you want to introduce who else is with you as well?
Excellent. So I'm gonna start introducing some of the other guys as we go along. We've got a number of people on the stream. We're gonna meet them at various points throughout. So I'll probably introduce people as we go along.
Great.
Starting off here with me in the station where we're starting off with, in the wing with you, we've got Commander Furry Cat, who is one of our more recent members, joined very much in the BRC stages, but has quickly become one of our regulars and also one of our fastest racers. So he will very much be demonstrating. He's also owner of the courier bike that delivered you the mug this morning.
I'm so disappointed I didn't get to see it.
Yes.
But, it was very funny. The message that I received upon getting there was quite interesting. Yes.
We also have with us Commander Mangle, who likewise has joined us very much in the Buckyball Racing Club stage of the race, but again has very quickly become a very good regular and a welcome participant in our races.
Okay. Greetings, Mangle. Is he on microphone?
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Mangle. And also flying around, but we do have Commander Alot, who you will come across shortly, who is another who, like me, actually started with the Buckyball runs back with Buckyball Run 6 back in January. Is one of the first guys I kept on running into because I found that I kept every night I was trying to make a run, I would always pass him, and so would always say hello on the way past, which was a great start to the run.
We'll have no Alot jokes. In fact, we will. We'll have lots of Alot jokes. We'll have
we will have a lot of Alot jokes.
And please put them in the chat so then I can steal them. Anyone want to do any Alot jokes in the chat? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's get them out the way now.
Nice to hear from you a lot, though. Greetings, Commander.
Good evening.
All
right. So let's get started. So what we need to do is we need to start running through some of our practice phases. So what we're going to do for the first bit of the stream, as I say, we've got a couple of bits of practice to do. The couple of bits of practice that we want to do for the start with, one is about part of it is around just the fast docking and undocking and just getting through the stations quickly. The next part that we will be talking about beyond that is around Super Cruise and Super Cruise approach, which actually turns out to be one of the most important things in these style of races.
Yes.
So what we're going to start off with is I'll start off by talking to you just a bit about the launch sequence and around what you need to do to get yourself going and get yourself ready before you start a race.
All right.
Because one of the things that we do is that because these races can be run at any time, we use screenshots to take it to keep track of people's times.
Yep.
Which means that you need to take screenshots at the right point. You need to take all the right screenshots, but also means that you can save time at the start by making sure you do the screenshot as late as possible.
Okay.
So let's start off by
I'm
running...
lucky with this one because I'm on a stream, so people can just time me, and also I've got this count up thing here as well. So.
Indeed, but we will be trying to get you to take screenshots as well, so that you get the full Buckyball experience.
Alt F10, am I right?
Indeed, yes, that's the one.
See, I'm doing so well. This is what an intern would do as well. They'd be like, "Yeah, I know the answers already," so I'm trying to be as sort of take a step back as much as possible. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
Right.
You're in charge.
Fine. So, first thing I want to do is I want to run through the pre-start checklist. This is making sure that you've got everything in place, ready to go and ready to get going on run. So there is a checklist of things that are worth checking before you start off.
Okay.
So the first thing is check your cargo and check your cargo is empty.
Okay. Checking. Cargo is empty. Cargo hold is empty. Empty.
Good. Right. Next, check that you are fully fueled.
Fuel. Yeah, I could have just checked my. Oh yeah, of course I am. Yes. No, I'm not. I am now.
Yeah, that's an important one to check these. Next, check that you've got your pips set correctly. You want 4 pips to engines. Yep. On a run like this, you probably want the other 2 to shields, because let's face it, you haven't got any weapons, so there's no point in having any power in weapons.
Of course. Okay, yeah. I mean, I will once I've left. I'm currently docked, so.
Yeah. Third on the list is checking that you have a course laid in. Now, actually, you're not facing towards the exit, are you? You're still facing inbound. So, do you want to enter? So, do you want to start off by entering the hangar?
Sure thing. So you start all of these events from starting position. Is that right?
Well, we'll start from the pad, and we'll come to that in a minute. So, go into the hangar first. So next thing on your list of things to start. To check once you're going into the hangar is check that you have a route laid in. Now for the first stage we're just going to head towards the sun of this system, so just select the star to aim towards.
Right. Which star is that, sorry?
So the star of this system, so Karahua. We're not going to jump this one, we're just going to super cruise for a bit and then we'll get the super cruise practice.
Yeah. So am I launching from this position from the hangar, or do I just need to return to surface?
Yes, so absolutely return to surface. That is an important one because I keep on seeing people who do actually take their starting screenshot in the hangar, which of course means that they lose the time they immediately lose the time that it takes to get the hangar back to get the.
Is it really this tight in terms of how many seconds and things?
It can be, yes.
Oh, gosh.
So for Buckyball 5, there was actually a straight tie.
Wow.
Two people finished in the same amount of time exactly.
It's impressive.
Yes, in Buckyball 7, I didn't manage to make the fastest Cobra slot. I was 2 seconds off the next person in front of me. So yes, it makes a difference.
All right.
Other things it's worth quickly checking are, first of all, checking that you don't have any outstanding bounties that you need to claim on your transactions tab, because you might die and you want to make sure you're not losing anything.
As everybody knows who's followed this series, Daddy's got those covered anyway, so it's all right.
Fine. And the final thing is it's worth doing a quick check on your contacts tab to make sure that there are no big NPC ships around the place that might get in the way during the docking slot. Moment there are
Sidewinder, so we should be all right.
Exactly. At the moment, we don't have any T9s or Anacondas or anything around the place.
Yeah, we do have a Diamondback just floating around in front of me, but I think that's one of you.
Hello.
Indeed. Right. So that's your prep. The next thing is then that to actually do the launching start, so you need to be back on the surface, which you are.
Yep.
And then basically you need to be ready to get going.
Okay.
Now what you will need to do in order to get going is that you need to hit the screenshot, launch, get your landing gear up and get out of the station as quick as you can.
So F10, launch, landing gear straight away?
I mean, I do it. I have this sequence that I do that I hit F10, I hit launch, I start thrusting up, I raise the landing gear straight away,
Yeah.
and then I hit the throttle to go straight forward, to go as fast as I can out of the station.
Right, okay. Nervous.
The other
nervous.
the other thing to bear in mind, you're trying to get out to jump, or in this case, get into Super Cruise as quickly as possible.
Okay.
You're already heading towards the station exit,
Yeah.
so your fastest thing, regardless of which way you're heading, head straight out of the station dock and
Yeah.
keep on going straight on,
Until
keep
you
on
mass
boosting
lock,
it,
James,
and you hit mass lock,
Yeah.
then hit jump, and then turn towards where you need to go.
Okay.
So in this case, what we are going to do is that we're going to get you to do that.
Yeah.
Furry Cat, Mangle, and I will follow a little bit behind you. We will
Yeah.
wait for you to get out. And then in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to head towards the star. I will drop out once you're in Super Cruise. If you
Yeah.
then nav lock onto me,
Yep.
and Mangle and Furry Cat, if you do the same, if you nav lock onto me, we will head towards the star and we will drop out. Mangle will be a minute, given that he managed to explode. We will then drop out into a wing beacon near the star to then talk about the next stage, which is
Okay, fantastic. So,
Just in case you're worried, Ed, I've got out of your way now.
thank you. Thanks very much. All right, so should I get going?
Absolutely. So do it. Go. Show us.
So
show
I
us the
imagine
start.
that I got like a 5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2. Well, go. Okay.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Oh god. Right. That was pretty
Looks-
seamless.
That looked fairly decent. Yes. So, right.
Okay.
I am following you a little way behind.
So I'm heading straight. You don't want me to edge towards the sun, face towards the sun, the star?
Not until you're outside of mass lock range.
Oh, yeah, I'm outside, so jump.
Turning
Frameshift drive charging.
Turning slows you down.
Yeah, okay, well, got that jump, and I'm ready.
Cool.
4, 3.
Good start. I missed the screenshot,
Engage.
somebody says. Ostrich, yeah, I did, I forgot. Alright, so I'm heading towards Karua.
Yeah. So if you slow down, because I need to get past you,
Okay.
and then I will. What we're going to do, because the next stage is so that seemed to go fairly well.
Yes.
The next stage is going to be talking about the Super Cruise. So I'm going to come past you, because what we're going to do with the guys in the wing is that we're going to do a little bit of demonstration for you
Okay.
of the difference that the right Super Cruise can make.
Wow, okay, interesting.
Just quickly noting that Ed's saying he missed the screenshot. One alternative that a lot of people do is just a video the entire run.
Which I am
Which,
doing, technically.
yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, okay, so I think you've gone ahead of me, have you? Or...
About getting there.
Oh no, I
So,
see the time as well.
so basically, I'm looking to head close to the sun, because we need to get a decent cruise run up.
Right, okay.
One thing also I'll mention for people on the stream during this part of the practice, I want to try and get through the practice while we can. Then once we've got through the practice, a lot is keeping an eye on the stream, and we'll be keeping an eye on any questions that you have. If you do, so that then when we actually get Ed doing the race later on, we can then answer those as Ed's doing, while Ed is concentrating.
Well, that is
He says,
fretting,
The
nervous.
way in which I was just speaking can show you the trouble that I have in concentrating while I'm also trying to fly the ship. So, and Ed's being interdicted already.
I'm going to do... we had a discussion before, I'm doing that.
Yep. Player interdicting you, or is it just NPC?
It is a player.
Right, okay. Yep, if you follow, do list 4.
Shields offline.
I just nudged him by
Hull
accident.
integrity
Completely by accident.
compromised.
Fine, well if he's not firing on you, then
He
let's...
isn't, but he just says, "This is the Galactic Traffic Corps. You've been detected as a boy racer and will be duly punished.
Right,
Thanks
okay.
very much, Commander Phil T. Casual." Yeah,
Right,
yeah, take it easy.
Right,
Let
you
these guys
can-
have their moment, alright? If you are watching this, do let these guys have their moment. I do appreciate the fun of interdicting me there. It was a good
Right.
shout.
Right, if you want to head back into Super Cruise,
Why don't you tell me a little bit about... yeah, okay, I'll do the Super Cruise
Frameshift
standard.
drive
I am
charging.
disrupted, of course. But you can talk... Or is that something you wanted to do later?
which talk about the...
The Super
Three,
Cruise escape thing you were
2,
telling me about earlier. You were
1,
like... sorry, the
engage.
induction escape thing you were talking
Oh yeah, but that was just we did give Ed a little bit of instruction about when super cruising, about interdicting, making sure to if you get interdicted, easiest thing to do when you have a ship that can't fight, submit, boost, because when you submit, your frameshift drive cools down faster. Boost away, pick a random system from anywhere on your navigation list and jump out the system. That's the quickest way to get out of there.
Okay.
But anyway, so I have put up a wing beacon. You should be able to come back into Super Cruise and then drop in on my wing beacon.
Yeah, I didn't get. I had. Here we go. Yep. Coming in now. Sorry about that, chaps. No, I thought that was very funny by that chap there. I don't want to take away from him because it was good. But we are trying to do a serious lesson here.
Indeed.
Hello. Right. What can we do?
Right, if you come back after me, so that seemed to go very well. So the next bit we're going to do is, as I say, we're going to talk to you about Super Cruise, about the Super Cruise approach. So I've got you back near the star, close to where we would be if we were actually coming out into the system in the first place. Because obviously normally you come out very close to the star and near to the nav beacon.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do from here, we're going to do a little bit of demonstration around the differences in Super Cruise.
Okay.
So what we are going to do in a minute. When I say so, is that we're all going to jump back into Super Cruise and head back towards Lorentz Station.
Okay.
Now, what's going to happen is that you, Ed, need to stay going slowly, and I will likewise stay going slowly behind you. Because what we actually want to do is we want to watch Mangle and Fairy Cat. Now, what Mangle will do, when you jump into Super Cruise, if you deploy your hard points so that you've got a nice triangle showing up for us, Mangle is going to follow the normal 6 second mid blue approach. So the normal approach, Super Cruise approach, of just heading in when it gets to 6 seconds from destination, slowing down to middle of the blue, and then continuing in like that.
Okay, so that's the standard, the blue approach. Stay in the blue, nice and easy self-in, drop out.
Exactly.
Basically, how you're supposed to do it.
Exactly. Furry Cat, on the other hand, is going to go in and do a somewhat faster approach. Showing off some of the techniques and showing through some of the planetary braking at the end, and you're going to watch the two of them. And if you target when we jump into Super Cruise, if you target Furry Cat, and then we'll be able to see Mangle separately because he's the triangle on the scanner. Okay. And then watch what Furry Cat does. And Furry Cat, if you're able to talk Ed through as you do it, we'll then see, and you should see that there's quite a difference in time between the two.
I cannot promise that I'm going to be okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm going to do my very, very best to stay on him.
All you need to do is keep him targeted. You just need to track and watch what he's doing. I'm not asking you to catch up. This is the demonstration run. Okay. We'll get you to do a practice later.
Should I wingman lock him or just target him?
Just target him. When we jump back into Super Cruise, just make sure you got Furry Cat targeted, okay. And I say Mangle should be visible on your scanner because he'll have hard points out, so he'll be in the triangle anyway.
All right. Okay, got it.
Is everybody ready and happy with that?
Happy. Nervous little intern is what I am.
Fine. You're just watching for this one, so that's absolutely fine. Right. So everybody go and head for Lorentz Station. Go for it.
Frameshift charge detected. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 2, 1, engage.
By the way, that looked awesome on my screen. Right, okay. Which station is it that I need to be heading towards? Sorry again.
Lorentz Station, which is you to be honest, you just need to target Command Fairy Cat.
Yeah, sorry, I do, don't I? Yeah. Contacts. Fairy Cat. I am now targeting Fairy Cat.
Now you can see that to start off with, Fairy Cat is actually a little bit behind Mangle.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Right, so I'm now at 4 seconds remaining. I'm going to set the throttle to 0, and I'm going to spin like a madman because that's just what I do. I don't think it's actually necessary. I'm going to basically try and surf the planet's surface. That'll slow me down, and I should come out of Super Cruise much quicker.
Okay. Wow.
In fact, I've actually gone too fast, but not to worry. I'll do the loop of shame, and it should still actually be faster.
Wow. Okay. Sam Waldrake has been interdicted. Good times.
At least it's an NPC.
Okay. I got pulled out because I was wingman locked onto you.
Ah, damn it.
But I think I got what you were referring to.
And Furry Cat has, you can see from the wing information that Furry Cat has already dropped out.
Wow. Right. Okay.
And while Mangle is still in Super Cruise.
So he was just doing the standard. And there is honestly no.
And now Mangle has dropped, and so you can see that even with Furry Cat actually slightly overcooking it and doing a leap of shame, he actually ended up getting in rather faster.
Okay, so that's I still think that's kind of tricky. So which planet was it that he flew close to do it?
So that's trying to come in very close to the planet which the station is orbiting.
The planet that the station, the very central one.
Yes, exactly.
So is he coming in at full speed?
So Furry Cat, do you want to talk her through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. So I basically bury the throttle, I go towards the planet, and then as the countdown comes below 5, somewhere between 4 and 5, you'll hear the engine noise kind of change to a high-pitched whine. At that point, you zero the throttle, you aim towards the planet's surface, and you attempt to kind of surf it and go at an angle back towards the planet, towards the station, sorry.
Okay.
And even if you can't do that great, just getting as close, coming in at speed, then getting as close as you can to the planet before looping back round, still saves you a lot of time. To be honest, that's what I do. I actually haven't worked out.
You're not quite as good as he is, but it is towards just heading down to that planet and like getting that speed.
And using the gravity, the mass of the planet as you're braking.
Okay.
So rather.
Yeah. I did alright. I think I did alright. People saw it, and I think it was okay. I think it was actually alright. I got in there quite quickly.
Right, so if you guys all want to come back to me, I'm now heading back towards the start and heading back towards the set of wing beacon on the start, because now we're going to get you to do a thorough practice, Ed.
And you expected me to do, sorry, with the Buckyball run. Oh dear. Well, you can talk about it. I can do race gooder. Thanks, Ray. Don't look so scared, Ed. Right, so we're headed back towards the start, right?
Yeah. So head back towards the start, and I have a wing beacon. What we're gonna do this time is that we're going to the practice run is going to take us right through. It's going to take us from here in Super Cruise back to the station, and then on to the start line to the race. We're a bit behind time.
Yeah, that's okay. Back to here, and here being the start line for the race, correct?
The start line is a system away. We've carefully done this. We've carefully done this in a system next door to the start line. Just in case we had any problems with you managing to get bounties or anything because you hit NPCs on the way out of the station or anything.
Coming at me. Thanks for that.
So if all of you guys can come back into Super Cruise and come back towards the star, you should find my wing beacon to drop out.
Okay. I should have high weight, but I accidentally just jumped into it. So.
4, 3.
Apologies.
2, 1,
being attacked by lovely people, classy people. That's what I would call them.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. We'll deal with them in kind. Should I lock onto you, as in wingman? Have a look.
Yes.
I already am. So that's cool. See where you are, sorry. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, your wing signal is there. So you've already come out, have you, all the way over there?
Yes, I've already dropped out.
So I just literally need to just head towards you and then it'll come out automatically.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, we might already have a stream sniper on our hands, but hey, it's nothing that we can't just brush off. Yeah, Ed needs an insta shadow ban button. It'd be great if I just had a button I could look at people. And the Galactic Intern could summon the power of Father and just shoot them, and then they just dissolve forever and have to sit on the naughty step of doom. Sorry, I'm very, very, very slowly approaching you now, but apparently I am getting there. So
takes a while to get away from the planet. So
yeah, it's all right. But it's okay, because the local wedding barge is asking us to help them celebrate their wedding day. So, yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. I am here, I've arrived.
Right, excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is we're going to run through, and what you're going to do is you're going to put together the Super Cruise approach and the docking and undocking.
Okay.
So let me first of all just talk you through what you're going to do when you get to the station, because that's an important bit we haven't been through yet.
Yep.
Right. This is list 3 on your list.
Mm.
So what we will be doing when we get into the this time is that when I say go, you'll jump out of here. You will super cruise back to Lorentz Station. You will head as fast as you can.
Yeah.
You will go into Lorentz Station. Now, what you need to do is you need to do a quick racing call at Lorentz Station.
Okay.
Now, what that means is that you need to be ready. You need to get into the station and dock as fast as possible.
Yeah.
The minute you dock, the minute the station screen comes up, so that you just have that little bit on the front of your HUD showing you the station location and the time, take a screenshot at that point.
Okay.
Then you go in and refuel.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come back. Then you hit launch.
Okay.
While.
So I've got dock on the list. It's dock, check cargo, then F10, then refuel, then launch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't worry about cargo at this one. That was if you were doing the Snickers run, which we won't ignore that one.
So the Snickers run, that sounds exciting to me. I like Snickers.
Yes, we'll explain that in a minute. So as I say, dock, hit screenshot, refuel, launch, then hit launch. While the landing pad is turning around, you can go into the galaxy map, and this is why I said to make sure that you had galaxy map docked. Why I told you to have galaxy map hotkey set.
So tap M and I'm in.
Yep. So that you can go to Tepech.
Yes.
Either type in or you should actually see nearby.
Yep.
You can actually, depending upon how quick you are, from the galaxy map, you can go into the system map for Tepech and actually click on the station that you need to go to, which is Hook Hub, which is the only actual starport in the system.
Okay.
And route plot straight to there.
Right.
And then when you come out of the galaxy map, you'll have been turned around, your landing gear will have been released, and you can go.
And that is all part of your time, though. So I need to start my time at that point.
Well, no. So don't worry about the timer at this point. This is still all practice.
This is still
getting across there is just part. And then you need to get across to Tepech, get to the station Tepech, and dock at Tepech.
So I'm going to lock destination with the station now.
I'm going to say for now, your target is Lorentz Station.
Yep. And I'm doing it, right?
Yep, and go for it. The other thing actually is that when you do get to Lorentz Station, you probably want to repair as well as refueling.
2, 1, engage.
Okay, let's go. Let's see this. I'm going to disengage nav lock from you as well.
That's a good plan.
Oh, hold on, because I just got pulled out. So I'm going to do it now. Stupid. There you go. Now you've all gone. Leaving me behind.
We'll wait for you.
4,
We'll wait for you.
2,
So it started so well.
engage.
It started so well. There's so much technical stuff to do in this game. Alright, yeah, I'm heading towards Lorentz Station right now. And I'm going to head basically full throttle right at the planet.
Yep.
That's going to slow me down.
Yep.
At what point do I start slowing down before it starts to automatically pull me out?
Right, so when it gets to about 5 or 4, rather than slowing down at 6 seconds, slow down about 5 or 4 seconds.
5 or 4 seconds.
Yep, and then aim as close as you can. You want to skim the surface of the planet as best you can, and then do a loop, and then do a loop round head.
Whoa, I'm heading in hot.
Ideally
I'm heading
not
in
into it.
very, very hot. Nope, failed. I slowed down too late.
Fine, in which case you just need to do a loop. As long as you've come near to the planet, that is still faster than just doing the 6 second approach.
I don't know if that's a reasonable thing to say. It
It
wasn't.
looked relatively close to me.
Really, and that's faster than.
That's still faster than doing the 6 second approach.
Yeah, basically just going near the planet means that you get some slowdown from going close to its gravity well.
Okay. Interesting. I think I'm probably going too fast now, aren't I? Back in again. I am.
Again, skim close to the planet. If that's the case, don't go straight for the station. Head to swoop, slow to the planet, and come towards the station, out from the planet.
And don't stop, I'm assuming, when you're doing the loop of shame. Just keep. We're still calling it the loop of shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. This is going to be tough.
This is why this is the practice one.
Yeah, but it's still. I think I was too fast. Yeah, says Race Good. I think I was just going too quick.
Yeah, if you go in too quickly, again, it's skimming close to the planet. It's coming away from the planet that slows you down.
No, certainly. Right, okay. Well, I'm getting in there now. I can do the landing thing and the docking thing there, no probs. When I'm actually here, I've done that enough times. But what's going on here? Sorry, it's not what I meant to do at all.
The other thing is you want to request docking as requested docking as soon as you get within the 7.5 kilometer range, and look for which pad you get.
Yeah, 31.
Right, if it's 31, cancel re-request.
Oh really?
Not want pads. If you're in a small ship, you do not want pads 1, 16, or 31 because they are the ones nearest to the station entrance.
All right, well 31. It's giving me 31.
In that case, if you're too close, you might have to just go for it.
Just need to slow down a little bit sooner.
29.
Granted.
That's better.
When do you put your landing gear? When are you all about landing gear? What's your recommendation for that?
Close to the pad.
Close to the pad, so you just scoot on right in as fast as you possibly can. And then, alright, okay, this is gonna be
I don't have any special technique to tell you through for docking, so I'm just going to let you get some practice.
Sorry.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh! I was trying to be fast too. I was trying to get tricky there. I bounced off.
The advantage, the thing about station landing pads, if you go in too fast, and this is part of why you've got shields, you can just bounce off the control tower.
Docking successful.
Right, so as soon as you actually touch down on the station and the station menu touchdown, that's when you touch your screenshot.
That's when you touch
the end of the race. That's when it finishes.
Okay. Refuel, repair, check cargo. Yes. Check cargo. Oh, I see. At the other end, you mean? Sorry, that was.
Yeah.
Check cargo. F10 to start my screenshot, but that was when I'm ready to launch, right?
No. When it's a racing one, at any point. But never mind. Get going. Launch. Go into system map. Target Tepech and jump towards it.
Oh yeah. Tepech is here. Plot route or system map. What was the name of the thing?
Hook hub. It's the only starport in there. The others are outposts.
Yeah. Hook hub. All right, and I am off.
Yep.
Landing gear retracted.
Yep, okay, heading straight forward until my mass is changed.
Yep, keep going. Boost is
I
appropriate.
seem to... what's going on here? Huh. I thought I had done that, but...
And the advantage of having selected the station already is that when you jump into the system, you'll already have the station targeted, you'll already know which way to turn.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, we're not doing the boost yet. This is still a practice run until we get to the actual starting point. That's when we're going to be starting. I'm still,
Indeed, yes.
still getting used to exactly what the hell is going on.
Yep, we're still practicing, so yep.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So I'm heading towards Hook Hub.
Yep. Again, you need to do a nice fast super cruise approach.
Try my best. If I'm starting on the wrong side of the star, do I just head straight past it, or do you recommend turning away from the star and get back in?
Best to turn away from the star. You'll get more speed by turning away from the star and then looping around it.
So I'm reducing the throttle entirely, all the way down to 0 when I hit about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
But then once you get past the planet, you want to take it straight back up to the mid blue, so you don't slow down too far.
Okay.
Another advantage of this, if you do it right, is that it makes sure that you're actually heading to the starport from the direction of the planet. So you should be heading in the right direction for the station.
Yeah, I still looped around it there.
To be honest, my normal approach is a planned loop.
Planned loop. Look at you. I think I still went a little... I think I was still travelling too fast. Oh, I see that effect though. I absolutely see that effect that's having as I sort of surf the edge of that planet.
It's
And
actually...
what will happen?
Oh, sorry, go on.
What will happen over time is that you actually learn how fast you should be going at different points, and therefore quite easily see whether to slow down or speed up.
I was just going to say, it's actually very interesting seeing how much the difference in the effect is based on the size of the planet. Something like a gas giant, you can just sort of be going full pelt at it for just from full speed all the way in, and you'll still slow down enough. But a small planet like this one, you can easily overshoot.
Interesting. I definitely didn't get close enough to it, or I feel like I was still heading into quite too hot. I think it still feels like I'm heading in much too fast.
Yeah, you'll learn where the point is. You know, as I say,
Landing gear
I'm
deployed.
not going to go through the details. It'd be way too much for you to try to.
Yeah, no, it's
point,
okay. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that I must look like an idiot to some people who've never, who probably do this all the time. But
right, this takes a long time to slow down.
Engines
okay,
disengaged.
right, I'm at the starport.
Excellent. So that was your practice run.
Right, okay, so we're doing the real thing.
How are you feeling?
Terrible! Terribly amazing, that is.
You're fine. So, as I say, you learn a lot by practice. One of the things about doing these races is that you learn an awful. It's amazing how much you learn about flying the ship from doing it, and just from going again. You were asking about why do we do it again and again. Well, part of it is when you do it again and again, you really learn these things. Really learn how to actually go fast, just in your everyday life while you're doing this.
There's a difference between playing the game as it is, if you know what I mean, like as the game is by standard, and doing this. So let's get going.
Right, indeed, we do need to get going. We're running a bit behind.
No, we are. There's no pressure. I just want to do a really nice run. Fingers crossed. And I do apologise if I suck at this. So explain to me where I need to go on this run. I have, of course, the So part of the launch, part of the start is actually is getting to the planet, correct? Sorry, not getting to that. I'm saying stupid words there.
So the starting point from this race, you'll start again back on the launch pad when you're back up on the surface of the pad at this station. That's where you will start. Yeah. Right. What this race is involving, this particular race. And the details. I don't know if you can bring up the forum page that has got the details of the race, just so that people can see what it looks like.
I'm not sure I've got it on my.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm sure that somebody could put it in the chat. If you could put a link in the chat, somebody, that'd be really, really handy. Thank you.
Do that. So what this race involves is that from here in Tepech, you are heading from here to the system of Refueling, 40 light years away.
To be honest, I need to get this up on myself. So
I have sent you the list of systems.
Yeah, no, you absolutely have. It's just that I hadn't for some reason.
So the first leg is to Fueling. Fueling, you will do a fast racing dock like we just did back at Lorraine Station. Yeah. Where you need to refuel. Fueling, it will take you onto the system NLTT 48288. Okay. From there onto the system MCC 811. Now, one of the specialities of this race and one of the differences of this race from some of our normal ones. Yeah. One of the key things of this race is that you're not allowed to have a fuel scoop. Yep. But Ed's build does not have a fuel scoop.
Fantastic.
Which means that at some point around MCC 811, if we did nothing else, he'd run out of fuel. So what we have is that we have another racer. We have Commander Alec Turner. He's waiting in a fuel tanker at MCC 811. So therefore, when we get there, Ed. We will be switching. We will by then have switched things over so that Alec will be in the wing with you. You will be getting refueled by Limpet on this occasion. Yeah. From there, once you are refueled, we will then head to the system of Mirateje, which is the end point of this race. About 350 light years away. This is a race right across the bubble.
Okay, so
first thing we do, actually, if you go back into the hangar for a moment, because one of the things that we do need to do is show that again, just showing the sort of typical things around getting these getting these races going.
Yeah.
Is that one of the sets of screenshots that you need to take is an outfitting screenshot to show us what you've you've actually got outfitted and to show that you are actually legal for this race.
Okay, so I have 4, call it the following systems in any order, and I each one take a screenshot of the landing pad. So we do have Volheim Vision and Fuelum, NLTT 48288, and then MCC 811, right?
Yes. Now, in practice, the route that I've just talked to you, we will be doing Fuelum first, then NLTT 48288, then MCC 811. In this case, in this particular race, it's actually quite clear which is the right order to go in. In many of the other races, actually picking the right route is a big part of it.
Like the bigger races, of course, the ones where you go all the way to Sagittarius A, for example.
That's another challenge entirely. Yes, that's the A-Star challenge. Is very much our endurance run. Do have on this stream, have on this stream 4, if I've counted correctly, out of the 10 people who have made it from Sol to Sagittarius A-Star in less than 10 hours.
Fantastic. Hey, greetings. Well done, guys. Some props there for you. Right, okay, let's have a look here. So you need me to go into outfitting?
Right, so first of all, go into outfitting and show your internal and internal fittings.
Take a screenshot.
And take a screenshot.
Yeah.
Because what that will show, first of all, is that particularly this race does actually have some requirements. In particular, it's worth noting that in this particular race, the Diamondback actually has to have a slightly smaller than the standard fuel tank.
Is that right?
So the fact that you've got a 16-ton fuel tank rather than 32.
Noted. And I did it because I followed instructions that you gave me ahead of time. So when you say call to the systems, I don't actually have to call into any of the... Because it says I'm Vision and Fuel, and that's where I'm going to be starting from, but that is... Okay.
So that system has a station. So in that case, your calling point, the point where you need to take a screenshot, is docked at the station.
Yep.
Or the other 2 systems don't have any stations. So in those, the screenshot just needs to prove that you're in the system. So in there, you'll take the screenshot in the galaxy map, because that we effectively our waypoints have to be either at stations or just whether you're in a system or not, because those are the only places that we've got in the game currently where we can see both a time and date and where you are.
Okay. All right, this is intense.
Fine.
It's going to be great. I just need clear instructions on where I'm supposed to stop first, second, and third, and then finally.
We will do that. Right. So the advantage here, right, is that the starting point, you don't. It's not that actually getting your route planned in is not part of the time.
Great.
So this is where we go back to our launch prep sequence.
Yes.
So we know that your cargo is empty.
Yeah.
Have you refueled?
Yes.
You've repaired.
Definitely, 100%.
Your pips are set correctly?
They are indeed.
Right, you now need to lay in the route. So if you go into the system map, go into the galaxy map, go to Fuelum.
Fuelum.
And what you can do is go straight in again, go into the system map for Fuelum and select Volheim Vision and select route to that.
Is. Hold on. Fuelum spelling. Anybody spelling?
Fuelum. Fuel.
Yeah, got it. Oh god, you're a while away, isn't he? He's a while away. And then I'm going into the system map.
Yep.
And selecting the one that you said, the starport Volheim Vision. So I have now plotted a route to that and selected that. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
It's plotting a route now. It's spinning and it has plotted the route. Oh,
excellent.
No, it hasn't. What's it?
It might take a little while, but that's fine. You can come you can come back out of the system map to the galaxy map, and the galaxy map will show the lines when it's through. And what you should find is that you have some nice solid yellow lines showing you all the way to
all the way.
And the fact that they are solid lines tells you that you have enough fuel to make that distance.
That is
so now, if you return to the surface.
Before we begin this, though, I do have something that maybe even you don't know about here. A little special guest that I have with me. Here he is. He was delivered to me upon a steed this morning. His name? I don't know what his name is, but perhaps one of you guys can tell me a little bit more about him. He's gonna fly for me instead. Is that okay?
You've got a Bucky Bear. I was not expecting that.
Hey, Bucky Bear.
Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. I'm Bucky Bear. Today on the live stream, we're going to be seeing how quick we can do the Buckyball race. God, do I prefer this guy to the previous guy that you had on this stream? He was a bit of a loser, but you can see that he didn't really know what he's doing. But this guy, Buckyball, for some reason I sound like a Southern American. I don't know how or why. But anyway, yeah, I do look pretty good, don't I? But anyway, there you go. So what's he? Tell me about him. Why do I have him? I don't even know who he is.
I wasn't expecting that one, Alec. Is that your?
For one of the previous races, actually, it was the bump and grind outpost dash, created by Alec Turner, who's going to be your refueling station.
Right.
And the unexpected prize at the end of that for the winner was a Bucky Bear.
Yeah.
So I think you've got the only other one there is. Is
that right? If he is the only Bucky Bear, then he needs to go back to his own, and he will.
Philip Coates is saying Ed the Ted for an alternate name.
Ed the Ted. No, he's the Buckyball. He's the Buckyball Bear.
In fact, if I remember right, it is Commander Clixon who owns that, who I think is worth introducing at that point. He is actually in the station with us at the moment, and deserves a special mention. Although he hasn't got a great mic, so he's not actually on the TeamSpeak. He deserves a special mention because Clixon actually designed the logo for us. In fact, he not only designed our Buckyball Racing Club logo, he's actually also the guy who did the Fuel Rats logo. So he is
a talented young chap, and he also. He's given me that mug as well, which looks really good. Anyway, before this lasts forever, let's get going. I've got my co-pilot here. You can sit on my shoulder.
Right.
See if he can sit up here with me.
Right. So from here, we're going to be doing we're basically now from here going to be heading right the way through to do the race. Yes. So we need to make sure that you're ready for everything from starting the race.
Okay.
So the first thing. So what we're going to do. So let me just talk you through it all. What we're going to do from here.
Okay.
Numerous of us are going to be following you along the way. You're going to have some company along the way. In my case, I certainly won't be in exactly the same systems with you, and we'll probably have to take a shortcut, given that I'm in an ASP that has got some extra fuel on board and therefore does not have the range of your Diamondback.
Okay.
So what you're going to do from here. You have your course laid in. We've checked your fuel. We've checked your cargo. What we're going to do when you start from here is when I say go, you'll start the timer, and that's where so that people on the stream can keep track of how long you're taking. And we're expecting this to take about 20 minutes, by the way.
Yep, it's fine.
Is that you'll then do the launch sequence. Take the screenshot, launch, and basically start thrusting up, landing gear up, throttle forward, get out of the station.
Okay.
You will then jump to fuel. You will keep jumping. You will basically keep jumping to fuel them. You've got 5 jumps. You've got 5 jumps to do.
So I don't have to go into. I just have to jump. I don't have to. I don't have to jump. I don't have to go and dock at every station. It's just the last station that I need to dock at. Correct?
Exactly. So on this route, right.
Okay, that's what was confusing me slightly before.
This leg to fuel them is just jump. You don't even have scooping to worry about. Okay. What you want to be doing is you want to be looking at that FSD countdown timer in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen that all the people on the stream can't see because it's behind you. And the minute it counts down to 0, the minute it disappears, then you want to hit your then you want to hit your frame shift drive charge button.
I'm gonna ask for you to say that one time again.
Right. Each time that you jump into a system,
start
turning towards the direction you need to be in.
Yeah.
Is keep an eye on your frame shift drive cooldown timer.
And as soon as it lets me go.
As soon as it lets you go, go jump. You don't want any delay whatsoever.
Right. Okay. Right. So people are voting already on the time it's going to take me to do this.
Indeed, yes.
Whoever is the closest, whoever hits the closest, and I'm sure somebody can record these down if we have one of the moderators. I'm sorry to ask you to do
I'm
this.
doing it already.
And whoever is the closest will, of course, win a prize. That will be all the paint jobs for the ship that I'm in, which is, I think, a very, very lovely prize, actually. So there you go.
Fine.
And if you guys have got anything to get, I don't know if you have or not. I don't want to put you on the spot at all.
We haven't yet, but
but maybe if this is a success, you might. Right,
Indeed,
okay.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Fine.
Me and the Buckyball Bear are ready to go.
Yeah, fine. So just so you're aware, what we will do is obviously you then need to from Fuelim, you will then need to carry on to the next. When you dock at Fuelim, as you turn around at Fuelim, you'll need to select the next waypoint, which is an LTT 48288.
Okay.
On your way between Fuelim and an LT 48288, we'll swap the people over in the wing, and while you are jumping, or while your frameshift drive is charging, we'll talk to you a bit about what's going to happen when we get to the point where we're doing the refueling.
Okay, fantastic. Right, let's go. So, step by step, talk me through exactly what I'm doing.
Right. So you need to be ready. So you need to be ready in a minute. You're going to need to do these things in order.
Yeah, I know you said this already
nice
before, but I'm just nervous about this.
Yes, the things that you will need to do, and this is list 2, launch sequence on your list on your checklist.
Yes, I can see that.
Will be start the timer, take a screenshot, launch,
thrust up, go, get
gear
out of
up,
there.
go.
J, jump, get to Fuelim, done.
I get to Fuelim, dock. Once you docked at Fuelim, you do the racing dock at Fuelim, quickly in, refuel, launch, plot the next system, and get out of there again.
Okay, and the next one, of course, I have it written down here on the bottom of this. Well, I did have it somewhere. It's on here. NLTT 48288.
The one.
Right, okay, I'm going to start the timer.
Okay.
So everybody, talk amongst yourselves while I do this, because I'm going to be paying attention to myself. Start timer, screenshot, launch, start thrusting up, go. Okay, start the timer. And done. Back in. F10. Launch.
Ship released.
I'm going.
Engines engaged.
I'm
Good.
off.
Go for it.
Landing gear up.
retracted.
Heading straight for the wall. Okay, heading straight forward until I get mass lock, so it's going to slow me down. As soon as I see mass locked is off, I'm going to hit the jump button. Ready. Okay, still mass locked. Okay, frameshift drive charging. Hold on, am I locked onto the wrong place here? I thought I was. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, that's fine.
Ready to engage.
Live target destination. Oh, I understand.
4, 3.
I'm going straight through the hub.
1.
That happens.
I was like, hold on, am I locked onto the same place I just left? That's what I was thinking.
Oh no, absolutely. And that whole when you're going back straight back on yourself is one of the big reasons why you want to
head in a random direction.
Straight out, yeah.
Oh, straight out. You think straight out is good, just in case they're right behind the port? Should I head straight down? Is that not a more effective way of doing things?
No, you need to head straight out of the station because when you exit the slot, you're out.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm heading in a random direction, and then as soon as I see FSD cooldown stopped, I press J.
Yep.
Okay, done.
Okay, and then point towards the next system.
Yeah, doing that now. Okay. Heading towards cruises sector KHV B24. Everybody, I hope all you people who are putting in a ridiculous slow time are kicking yourselves when you see how amazing I'm going to be.
Super Cruise will be the kicker.
Can we stop for a wee at some point? Is that alright? Is that? Will we stop to just pause the timer for a wee stop?
We've started now. You got 20 minutes. It'll be only 20 minutes. You'll be fine.
Okay, great. Okay, M-Ban is behind there, so I'm gonna have to get behind the star. I'm still going. Nothing's different. Nobody's. Everyone's okay. Everyone's still here. We're still alive. Some people saying it's okay, but I turned it off and turned it back on again just in case. Classic. Right, okay, heading back. Okay, is FSD cooldown still? Is everybody still here? Everybody here?
We're still here.
Good stuff.
Still here.
Thank you. It's okay. Good. I was worried there. We were just about to get to it. I think I just lost a second or two of very, very key concentration. So if I don't do very, very well, that is your fault. YouTube.
4,
But I'm about to head to Menez, or Means, or whatever you want. How are we doing, guys? I bet you've already made it there somehow.
No, it looks like Furry Cat is similar to you. I'd say I'm following a slightly different route because I have a rather different jump. Well, because I have a rather shorter jump rope.
Okay, I see. Yeah, did you say that you've done this in the Orca, this one?
A lot has done this in the Orca.
Yeah, I have indeed, and had a bit of a close shave in the slot with a player vulture on the way out. I didn't see him until the last second. Fortunately, he was mostly on his side of the slot, so we didn't collide.
Okay, good stuff.
Which is fortunate because I was going at about 300.
Awesome. Right. So I'm heading to fuel them now. This is where we got to learn my new technique of heading straight at that planet.
Yep.
This is going to be nerve-wracking. This is the actual test bit, really, isn't it? This is the bit where you say. This is the bit where you. Oh, he's right. How is that even fair? He's right behind the star.
If he's right behind the star, fine. Head away from the star to start off with, and then loop around the star. You need to put distance from the star to get your speed up.
Yeah. Got that. Come on.
The other thing you find in a lot of systems is needing to actually loop a bit away from the plane of the planets to avoid any asteroid belts between you and the station.
Okay. I think I've got a nice clear run towards Volheim Vision. Feeling good about this, guys. Feeling good.
Watch out for poles on the station.
Oh, I forgot to slow down. Too early enough. Nice and close. Oh, that slowed me down. I felt it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really noticeable when you do.
Yeah. But not enough, I don't think.
Never mind, keep going.
Nice and slow. Too slow. Too slow. Gutted. Damn it. I came too close to the planet there at too slow a speed. So this is very embarrassing. Now I'm doing the very slow approach.
Well, this is where you learn along the way. This is what you learn about these.
I don't have this bear with me. No, I'm joking. The bear has made it all possible. I wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for the bear.
Right,
Alright, I'm in. I know! When the speed goes away and get yourself back online. Yeah, I hear you.
Right, and nice and fast into the station. Dock. Screenshot, refuel. When you are then launch again, and while you're turning around, that's when you need to go into Galaxy Map and get yourself targeted with your route to the next system.
Yeah, how's 43 sound to you?
43 is fine. It's 1, 16 and 31 are the ones you want to avoid.
So, if everybody wants to set their own times, where can they go to see the route, and see if they can beat me?
Absolutely. So if you go to buckybalracing.org.uk, there is a link on a banner on the front page for the Mischief Mile, which will take you to our thread on the forum. Or you can just look in the community events section of the forum. You'll find near the top of the list there. You'll find Buckyball Racing Club presents the Mischief Mile, which has got the full details on this event and how to take part yourself.
F10. Oh no, hold on. Starport Services F10, right?
Yeah, screenshots.
Okay, and then I'm launching straight away again, or?
Yeah, launch, and while your pad is turning around, that's when you want to go into the Galaxy Map and
go to where? Sorry.
Go into the Galaxy Map, and the system you're going to is NLTT 48288.
288.
Ship released.
Okay, and
Engines
then
engaged.
I'm just gonna plot that route, plotting, and then I'm heading back up, and I am ready. I'm going.
Yep, go for it.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright, I'm out of there. Feeling good, guys.
Right.
Waiting for mass lock to go away. As soon as that does, I'm jumping.
Yep.
Sorry, boosting. Okay, charging.
Drive charging.
Lining.
Don't forget to boost. And while you are doing that, Mangle and Furry Cat,
Yep.
if you could drop out of the wing, please, so that I can then get the tankers to come.
Engage.
So this is all part of this particular run. It's quite kind of different in some ways because you're not allowed to have a fuel scoop yourself. This one is designed with the fuel rats in mind in some ways, isn't it? Or
Indeed. Well, in fact, it's designed by a fuel rat, which seems like an absolute ideal time for Commander Rusticalis, who's actually masquerading as Commander Black Rat during this run, but Commander Rusticalis. Do you want to give us a bit of an rundown of the background of this particular race?
Yes. So, having been a fuel rat since the start and got involved with Buckyball Racing Club with the Sagittarius A-Star Challenge, the Buckyball Racing Club has allowed other members to actually design their own races. So rather than having one man design all the races, we all get a chance to have a go at our own race, and it means we've been seeing some different race mechanics and trying different things. And due to my fuel rat background, I thought, well, design a race that sort of celebrates the fuel rats and introduces more people to what we do with limpets and flying and running out of fuel, basically.
Frameshift drive
Awesome.
charging.
You guys are the best. Okay, I've got one more jump after this, and then I'm going to be at that sector, and that's where I'm going to need refueling, right?
You're actually going to need a station 1 beyond that, but it seems that it's taking me a little while to actually get the wing invites in. Alec, do you want to try adding me to send me a wing invite?
1. Engage.
Hang on.
Hello everybody, if you're just joining us, this is the Elite Dangerous live stream. Today I'm joined by a bear, and he is on my shoulders. That is all. Alright, so I am
Sorry,
I'm going
who should I be
to...
adding?
Say again?
Who should I be adding to this wing?
Invite me first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, I'm about to hit to NLTT 48288.
Right, once you get into NLT 48288, hit zero your throttle.
Yeah.
Then you'll need to go into the galaxy map.
Yeah.
4.
Take a screenshot.
2.
And
1.
then target MCC 811.
Who, sorry?
MCC 811.
MCC 811. Oh, I'm as in target.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said target person helping. Yeah, Solara Norzov. This is my guy. I don't know who he is. So I'm zeroing my throttle. Zeroed. Okay, then I'm going into the thing. I'm taking a screenshot. F10, and then I'm charging MCC 811. Done. That is all done.
Fine, and then come out of there and head through and jump.
To MCC 111.
MCC 811. That's the one.
Okay, are you a little bit nervous about making sure I get this fuel tank right now? Or what
I am slightly nervous about it, yes, given that I seem to be having troubles getting the wing invites out.
Maybe...
Black Rat, you should have a wing invite. Alec, I'm having trouble getting you in a wing.
I thought I'd sent you one. Can Ed invite you?
3.
I can... I am already in a wing with Samuel at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm in a wing with Ed. I just haven't got... seem unable to send you a ring request, Alec.
Perhaps if you...
We've got
I'm annoyed that my time is going to be...
Yeah, we've got Black Rat in the wing, so Rusty, if you can follow through to MCC 811 as well and be ready to...
Okay.
Guys, could you invite me?
I've tried. The other guys, can you try and invite Alec Turner?
Alec Turner, where
now he's at the wing. Right,
okay,
excellent.
Fantastic.
So, as soon as you are in MCC 811, what you're going to need... Right, you need to head a couple of seconds away from the star.
Yeah.
Alec is going to nav lock on you, and then you need to drop out of Super Cruise just into a local instance.
Do you just recommend double J-ing for that? Double dropping?
No, just slow your speed down to 0 and then drop out.
Done.
And then that should drop you into an instance, and Alex should drop in on you.
I'm not seeing Ed in MCC 811.
Yay! Does he want to jump out and then jump back into it? He can jump back out into the instance and see if I'm there.
We're jumping in. Rusty, are you following in as well for the?
I'm just following now. But I can't see Ed in the wing. We've got instancing issues.
Oh,
joy!
The live stream.
I can see both. I can see all three of you, but never mind.
Samuel,
right.
do you have the limpets to refuel me?
I can't see you. So have you dropped out?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Right, set up a wing beacon.
Okay, I can do that quite easily. I thought I could anyway. Oh, here we go. That's why. Couldn't find it. Enable wing beacon. Done.
And that's where. Right, now I can see your wing beacon. I do have some.
Yay!
I also have Black Rat targeting me. Black Rat, have you got me nav locked?
No.
You nav lock me. I'm about to try and drop out on the Galactic Intern.
Here he is!
Okay, I've got him.
Excellent. Right.
It's all about the positive mental attitude.
Incoming fuel.
Right, and now we're going to start. Now we're going to start sending limpets in your direction.
So this is where I lock onto my next area, right?
So while they're doing that, absolutely, you are going to lock onto your next station,
Which
next
is?
target, which is Mirateje, and you're heading for Ocampo Station in Mirateje.
And that is spelt
Mirateje is M-I-R-A.
wait.
Incoming fuel.
M-I-R-A.
E-E-J-E.
Incoming
E-E-J-E.
fuel. Receiving fuel. Incoming
So it doesn't seem to have worked.
That was T-E-J-E.
Receiving fuel.
T for Teddy.
Got it. T for the Teddy. He's with me. All right, plotting the route to there.
Incoming.
Yep.
Okay, it's saying that I can't make it yet. I can make it now.
Okay, if you can make it now, start building up your speed and charging your frameshift drive. Just get going.
It's the home straight.
The limpets will keep coming while you're going.
They can't catch me. Oh, guys, I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that. Even though it was a couple of seconds delay, but I reckon that's your fault.
4.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, there was a bit of fun, a bit of interest and fun in trying to actually
That's
get the
all
wings
right.
changed over, but never mind. Cool. And then if you're going, you just now need to jump through to Mirateje and get through to the system at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and you seem to be on your way, so we will be following a bit behind you.
That's okay. That's what I want.
Absolutely.
Alright, so you didn't ask me what my ship was called, by the way. It's, of course, Popper's Pride.
That's Pride.
Popper's
Excellent.
Pride.
That's a good. Well done for reminding me. We will need that to put your entry up on the leaderboard.
Yeah. I really want people after this to
1. Engage.
see if they can get their own scores and see how well they can
Absolutely
beat my score. I think
Yes,
you need to sort it out with obviously on here if you want you need somebody coming along with you to fuel, right?
If
So
you want
sort of
somebody to come
register.
on to fuel, obviously you need to arrange a friend to help with that. I think interestingly, there was a feeling a day or two ago that limpets may definitely be faster, but then there's also been a more recent view that actually refueling to station is also potentially fast enough.
Okay.
So, but that tends to involve an extra jump to get to a suitable station.
Yeah. Cool.
So this race is on until the end of Sunday, so people have until the end of Sunday to try and beat your time.
Brilliant.
What we do have during with a number of these races, and this is one of them, is that actually the leaderboard as it's published at the moment doesn't show the time, so you don't actually know how other people are doing.
Okay.
What will happen is that when you submit your time, and in this case we'll do it live on the stream. Rusty is ready with his records.
Yeah.
He will tell you where you place on the leaderboard, how far you are ahead of the person behind, and how far you behind you are the person in front.
Interesting.
That will then tell you your target to make another run and see if you can do better.
I'm going to be doing another one to try it out again at some point. Not today, but I'm definitely going to have another go.
Well, you've got until the end of Sunday to do this race.
So this is Mirateje. Oh, I'm actually at I-56 in Birmingham, so I'm probably not going to get the time to do it. Mirateje is. I'm just jumping into Mirateje right now. Where do I need to go once I'm here?
Right, you need to head to the station, which is
Oh.
Ocampo Station.
Campo. I don't know if I've put that on.
Finishing line is when you dock at Ocampo Station.
Yeah.
So that's when you need to dock, and you need to be ready to hit your screenshot the minute you actually bring up the minute the station screen comes up showing you the location and the time. That's when the clock ends.
I hope I'm not going the wrong way. Please, please, please tell me I'm not going the wrong way because it's trying to get the system data. It's loading it. Ocampo, select it. Go, go, go. I was heading the wrong way. Can you believe it? No, I wasn't. It's all right.
A trick it's worth knowing is that actually you can do that while your frameshift drive is charging for the last jump.
Okay, nice.
Galaxy Map will have selected Mirateje, so you can go to the Galaxy Map straight into the system map and select the station you need to go to.
Okay, that's slowing me down. That's going to slow down now, but that's not helping me at all. Thanks, Elan. Working very, very hard. That's exactly right. It's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, so from about, I'm going to slow down now. I know that's 6 seconds, and I know that you guys shouted at me for doing that earlier, but I'm going to do it.
So, just for reference, it appears that Alec Turner has made a slight tactical error. He's given you all of his fuel and now needs the fuel rats to come and save him.
So if you watched my Fuel Rats episode, if anyone wants to go and help him out, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes. Rusty, are you able to go and help him? Otherwise, I will be able to go back and do so in a short while.
I can turn around and go back for him.
Cheers, thank you.
Hey, but
Oh, did anyone just see that? Oh, guys, I just did it and nailed the approach.
I'm keeping an eye on the stream now, and now it's actually showing you coming faster, and yeah, very nice.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to do.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Difficulty is trying to actually replicate that every time, and that's absolutely what you're trying to do.
I'm not going to be able to do that. but yeah, that is. I love that I've got that. I've got that in my repertoire now. You know, like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that is great.
Right,
this has been,
your time is looking actually blooming good, to be honest.
Even with. Don't want to mess this up now.
For comparison, the run that I did in a Cobra a couple of nights ago with a station stop, so we had to do quite a number more jumps because the Cobra doesn't quite have the range.
16! No.
Yeah, it's a cancel and reselect. If you get 16, cancel and reselect.
I've gone too far. Gone in.
Okay, in that case you're going to have to do it, but just be aware that the pad is right below the station entrance.
I know, it's too late. You're watching me, just
fine.
slightly delayed.
Yeah.
I overshot it, unfortunately.
Yes, because with the other ones, when you're coming in at a slightly shallower angle, you can use the control tower to come to a stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't work so well for that.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too excited about the fact that I'd done such a good job of getting in.
Mind.
Docking successful.
Okay, F10.
Engines disengaged.
F10. Okay. And that's it.
Fantastic, and there you are. You have completed your run in what was that? What's that looking like? That
20 minutes dead on.
20. That's pretty. Bear in mind that my Cobra run, my Cobra run wasn't refueling by limpet. It was it had an extra stop to get to a station, and therefore an extra super cruise to actually try and get to a station to dock, and add more jumps in general because Cobra doesn't have the same range. My Cobra run was 22 minutes 50.
22 minutes 50, your Cobra run. Hey, that's pretty good.
So you've beaten me. That does also mean that you have succeeded in beating a lot's Orca time.
Yeah, my time was 43.5 minutes because the Orca doesn't jump very far.
Alright, so I'm interested to see.
That's impressive. Right, so it's worth going and checking because obviously the timer will be a little bit out. So if you got well, actually, let's go for the timer for 20 minutes 20.
I think we might need the screenshots for fairness because it's actually going to be a really close one as to who wins the estimates competition.
Right. Okay. So
we've got two right on the boundary.
Right. So therefore, Ed, you need to go and find your screenshots folder, and
All right.
And I need to stop watching the stream and start paying attention to the fact that I'm docking rather than trespassing.
So which one? You want the very first screenshot?
Well, I want the very first one.
Okay, I've taken quite a few because obviously I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have. That's not right. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah. So we've got one, and I can even put it on the stream. I think. 1 second. Let me bring it up now. So this one here, I think it says, because obviously it's only going to be 20.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone can see that.
A lot. Are you watching this, or are you?
Oh yeah. Oh, so that's the finishing time.
Do you want to just read those times out to me because I can't see those.
20, 32, 37.
Okay.
20, 32, 37.
Yep.
Get rid of that one, and then bring in the other. Which was, I think, this one. Yep. Yeah, so we've got 20, 11, 58, so that's the first one, so do the maths.
So that would be 20 minutes 39 seconds.
20 minutes and 39 seconds.
Pretty good time.
There you go. 20 minutes and 39 seconds. You predicted
Not
it
at
would
all.
take me 20 seconds.
Well done, Ed. Superb.
Indeed. So,
Thank
Rusty,
you
have
very
you got?
much.
Are you able to tell him where he would end up on the leaderboard from that?
I can indeed. So well done, Ed. You are currently 9th position on the leaderboard,
Oh.
and you are 40 seconds behind 8th,
Oh.
and 15 seconds ahead of 10th place.
Hey! And that is
So-
specific. So, wow. So, how many people have done it? Out of how many people?
There's 25 on the board at the moment, and
Hey!
20 of them are running regular ships rather than the crazy ships.
Okay.
So
Well, that's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. I don't know about you. For an intern, for my first try, and for a botched landing. If it wasn't for the botched landing, that would have been much better.
Yeah, it's very good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well,
most
guys,
people do several runs to practice first, so that's phenomenal.
What? Thank you very much. I'm really, really pleased. For once, I've actually done all right in this damn thing. So everybody at home, of course. Who was closest? Did anyone find out who was closest in terms of the time?
Yes, I do have that. So that would be Sky Dragonbane.
Sky
is
Dragonbane
the closest.
Congratulations, Sky
A
Dragonbane.
slimy marmot is cursing you because he might have been closest otherwise. Although Sly Dragonbane in the end was only 6 seconds off. Sky Dragonbane, sorry, said 2045.
Very good.
That's-
Nicely done. The Galactic Minion just says quickly, I do hope the librarian is okay. The librarian is just fine, don't worry. This is just, the Buckyball run bear. Buckyball bear, is that what we call him?
Bucky Bear.
Bucky bear, just Bucky bear.
Yes.
So hey guys, thanks for watching the stream and the Bucky bear. We'll be in touch. If you could write down the guy's name for me. Sorry, just before we sign off, if you could write down the guy's name for me, that'd be fantastic. And then I can make sure I get in touch with Sky Dragonbane. I will make sure I get your YouTube account and I will message you on there. So check your YouTube messages. It's a bit of an odd one, but do that. So everybody at home, before we leave. First of all, thank you so much, guys, for inviting me along to join the Buckyball Racers. I've had an absolute blast, and I'm really, really pleased that I've done so. It's been a great end to a quite frankly, a long day, I'll be honest with you.
Yes. I'm sorry it took a bit longer than we'd hoped, but
I know,
it's
it's been
glad for
an
sticking
absolute
with
pleasure
us.
hanging with you guys, and I hope to do some more runs and put some more scores down on the scoreboard. Do you have last couple of things that you want to say to people at home to
I
get
do
people
have a few things I want to say. So first of all, thank you to, as Alex has just said in the chat, thank you to Commander Wolfhound, who was helping testing the fueling earlier in the week. Thanks also to the Delta Squadron, who have been in the background trying to provide us a little bit of crowd control for us. And then otherwise, check out buckyballracing.org.uk for our website, which has a list of upcoming events. This race, the Mischief Mile, is on until Sunday. You have until the end of Sunday to submit times to see whether you can beat Ed. There are more races coming up in December. We will be on the charity special live stream on the 22nd, and as a result, we do have a special race, an additional race running between the 20th and the 23rd, which we use for that.
At that point, I will have been awake for 20 hours, is it, or something ridiculous?
Something like that. We've got a lovely, nice early 5 a.m. slot, and then you've got too many nice things, so I'll probably have had about 4 hours sleep by that point as well. We then have a third race in December, running from the 25th of December through to the 6th of January, which is our festive special race, and we do have a whole packed schedule coming up in the new year as well. So there's plenty of racing coming. Buckyballracing.org.uk will have all the detail.
Fantastic, and thank you again so much. I really do appreciate it, Drakir. It's been a pleasure flying with you today, as it has, as Furry Cat, Alec, a lot, Mangold, Ridiculous, Edelgard von Rhine, and all the other guys that are hanging around as well in the chat. Lovely to see you all here. So before we do leave, I just want to say, make sure that you check out the forums today, because we've announced about our Christmas live stream schedule, which is really, really crazy, brilliant schedule of events. But also we've got some incredible prizes to give away, and an auction, and the Just Giving pages up as well. So do visit all those places, because it's some really cool prizes. and a really cool schedule, including the Buckyball Racer guys, which is going to be one of the highlights, if a little crazy. Before we leave, we've got also a launch live stream as well on Tuesday, because of course it's a very exciting day on Tuesday. Are you excited, guys?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, of course.
Very much so.
So we'll be doing something along on Tuesday as well, bringing in some of the developers to talk about their experiences developing the game before we actually have the full game up.
We're looking forward to some canyon racing.
Yeah, oh god, I'm looking forward to some canyon racing too. I'm really looking forward to it. So before we go, we've got, of course, at the end of the stream, hey guys, it's Bucky Bear here. Do you think that Ed should be hired or should Ed be fired? Peace. Before we wait. "100% hired," says everybody. Hired, says Osric42. Hired. Yeah, we had some people saying hired earlier on. I think this might be the one that most close to like 100% hired that I've ever had. So thanks for being the people who get me, you know, this job. Would you take me? Are you hiring me?
Ah, absolutely. That's not a bad time at all for a first run. So a bit of practice, you'll definitely be right up there. So,
I think once Horizons is launched, you should get the rest of the team to try and beat you.
Try and put their runs in. Yeah, as soon as, like you say, as soon as Horizon's been launched. So again,
it's worth saying that that charity special run will be featuring Horizons. Will be featuring quite a lot of planetary surface ports, and we'll try and get Chart on. So Ed, I hope you will be joining us as well as Chart to actually have a go at that and see which of you can win.
I think it's supposed to be me doing it, and I think he's going to be with me.
Okay.
I'm now an experienced Buckyball Racer, you know, so it's definitely got to be me. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining, and thank you so much for the guys for hosting tonight. You've been an absolute blast. You've been amazing. Next week we do have another Educating Ed, and it'll be the last one of the year. And then, of course, we've got the Christmas stream as well. So it's going to be really, really cool. Going to be really fun. Loads more planned towards the end of the year. So thanks very much for sticking around, guys, and thank you for being the best community there is out there. Really, really do appreciate it. I'll hopefully see you very, very soon, and have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.